Welcome back. Now over to Samantha Martin with your 5-day weather forecast.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to put our winter jackets away just yet, as the next 5 days will be chilly. Today we'll see a high of +2 with some flurries, but only about 2 centimeters at the most. Tonight we'll drop to a low of 8 degrees Celsius. Thursday, clouds will begin to clear and we'll reach a high of +1 and dip to a low of -8. Friday, we'll see some snow with a high of +1 and a low of -4. Heading into the weekend, Saturday will be sunny but colder with a high of -3 and a low of -7. And Sunday, there will be a mix of sun and clouds with a 30% chance of flurries. The high will be +2 and drop to a low of -8. That's your 5-day weather forecast. Now back to the newsroom.
Thanks, Samantha. Cybercrime has beat out terrorism as the United States' biggest global threat. That's according to the chief of the American Intelligence Agency. The announcement was made during an annual worldwide threat briefing. Because of how fast technology is changing, the agency said it's difficult for security to keep up with online attacks and espionage. Michelle Obama was the victim of a cyber hack earlier this week. Her credit card number, along with other personal details, including her SIN number, were posted online.
North Korea's military has made its first mention of South Korea's female president. The North's military complained about the venomous swish of her skirt. This comes after the new president said she will reach out to Kim Jong-un and send humanitarian aid to the country. The term swish of skirt is an insult used in Korean to describe overly aggressive women. North Korea recently abandoned the armistice that ended the Korean War and has been threatening to attack its southern neighbor ever since.
Counterfeit stamps may be costing Canada Post as much as $10 million annually. Experts say between 5 and 10 million counterfeit stamps are used as postage in Canada each year. Stamps have become easier to counterfeit as the resources needed have become more common. Since 2011, Canada Post has hired a team of 80 inspectors to catch counterfeiters. Stamps can easily be tested under a fluorescent light. If the stamp turns green, it's real.
Marc Garneau ended his campaign for Liberal leadership today and is giving his full support to frontrunner Justin Trudeau.
I came to the conclusion that I could not win because Justin was going to win. I am, from a logical point of view, a loyal soldier, and I will support the leader, and that leader will be Justin Trudeau.
In an online statement, Garneau says he spoke with Bob Rae and Justin Trudeau last night to inform them of his decision. He says his message throughout the leadership race has been one that Trudeau understands. The vote on the Liberal leadership is set to take place April 14th.
And now with your sports, here's Marco DeMeo.
The Humber men's varsity basketball team is on their way to Montreal to start the CCAA Championships tomorrow, while the women are headed to Nova Scotia for their shot at national gold. The Toronto Maple Leafs lost their third game in a row for the first time this season. They fell to the Jets in Winnipeg 5-2. The Jets ran away with the game after they killed off a Leafs 5-on-3 power play in the second period. Leafs head coach Randy Carlyle says that was the turning point.
I think if you do an evaluation, it really started with the 5-on-3. You know, usually when you have an opportunity to get yourself one on a 5-on-3, and then we called the timeout, and it just seemed like we hurried everything that we were trying to do on it, and then the rest of our game seemed to deteriorate from that point on.
There are only 3 games tonight in the NHL. The Montreal Canadiens host the Ottawa Senators tonight. This is the 4th and final meeting between the division rivals, and Ottawa can clinch the season series with a win. The Philadelphia Flyers visit New Jersey to take on the Devils tonight. The Devils have won the first 2 meetings this season and have won 8 of the last 10 games dating back to last year. The Detroit Red Wings begin a 3-game road trip tonight in Calgary when they face the Flames. The Flames are dead last in the Western Conference and are currently on a 3-game losing streak. The Raptors are in action tonight. They are in Boston to take on the Celtics. The Raptors have lost 4 in a row in Boston by an average of 24 points. The Raptors will have to battle as forward Andrea Bargnani didn't make the trip to Boston with a right elbow strain. The injury will keep him out for the rest of the season, and forward Rudy Gay is questionable with a sore back. Tip-off is at 7. The Miami Heat have won their 19th game in a row last night when they beat the Atlanta Hawks 98-81. This match is the 5th longest streak in NBA history. The Heat can become the 4th team ever to win 20 straight games if they win tonight in Philadelphia, where they begin a 5-game road trip against the 76ers. Well, Toronto sports fans, brace yourselves. I have some bad news. Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment will raise ticket prices 2.5% starting next year. MLSE President and Chief Operating Officer Tom Anselmi says the cost hike is a cost of living increase. That's it for sports. Now back to the newsroom.
And we still don't know who the Pope is. And that's all for Humber News for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shiloh Adams.
And I'm Amber Doherty. Humber News is written and produced by journalism students at the North Campus. You can also catch us on YouTube. We'll see you next time.